My name is Georgia. I am 31 years old. I am a quiet woman. I live with my husband in a small house. His name is Wilson. He is 35 years old. I love my husband more than anything. Wilson is kind, smart, and funny. He always makes people laugh at parties. Everyone thinks we are the perfect couple. People admire us. But I have a secret fear inside me. Lately, I have started to notice small things about Wilson that do not make sense. He comes home late every day. His shoes are always dirty. I ask him why, but he did not explain. Other times, I found strange things hidden in the basement. Wilson said, "It is just old junk." I told myself not to worry. I wanted to believe him. He was my husband, my rock. He is my protector. He couldn't be hiding anything from me, but I did not know the truth. One evening after dinner, I was cleaning up the kitchen. Suddenly, Wilson's briefcase fell on the floor. There were papers all over the floor. I saw a newspaper article. The headline said, "Serial killer attacks again. Police is confused." I froze. I looked at the picture in the article. The man in the picture looked exactly like Wilson. My heart stopped beating. My hands were shaking. I picked up the article. I read about the murders and how the killer did them. I ask myself, can it really be Wilson? I feel scared. I remember all the small things I ignored, the late nights, the lies, the dirt on his shoes. The man I loved, the man I trusted, could he really be a monster? My mind is full of questions. I cannot believe what I am seeing. I tell myself, I am just imagining things. But deep inside I feel afraid. The idea that Wilson could hide something so terrible is too much. I feel like I am losing my mind. I do not know if my life is real anymore. After that night, I cannot stop thinking about the newspaper. I know something is very wrong. I start to notice more things. Wilson gets strange phone calls every day. He quickly changes the subject when I ask about them. He shouts at me when I ask simple questions. He is moving away from me. Our house does not feel safe anymore. I have no one to talk to. I love Wilson. I do not want to believe he can do something so bad. Maybe I am overreacting, I tell myself. I watch Wilson all the time. I look for clues. I want to know the truth. But every time I try to talk to him, Wilson smiles and makes me doubt myself. He says I am worrying for nothing. I do not tell anyone. What would my friends think? What if I was wrong? So I said nothing. Wilson's behavior changes. He locks himself in his study for hours. When I ask about his day, he gets angry. We do not talk like before. I cannot sleep. I feel like a stranger in my own home. I feel alone. I am scared that my husband could be dangerous. I spend more time alone in the house. I feel weak and upset. One evening, I couldn't take it anymore. When Wilson was out, I decided to search his study. I know it is risky, but I have to know the truth. My heart beat fast. At first, I only found papers and bills. Then, I saw a wooden box. My hands were shaking as I opened it. Inside were newspaper articles and photographs. They were articles about the murders and crime scene photographs. I found notes written in Wilson's handwriting. He had written about the killer. He wrote about the killer's methods. He said the killer was smart and hard to catch. I felt sick. Maybe Wilson wanted to do the same thing. I was scared. I had been living with a man I did not know. Wilson was a bad person. Then, I heard Wilson's key in the door. I quickly closed the box. Wilson came in. He looked at me. He knew something was wrong. "What's wrong?" Wilson asked. I could not speak at first. Then I held up one of the newspaper articles. "I found this," I said. "I know about the murders." Wilson's face changes. He looks cold. "You shouldn't have gone through my things," he said. "Are you the one?" I asked. "Are you the killer?" His face told me everything I needed to know. "You don't understand," Wilson finally said. "I had reasons." My eyes were full of tears. "How could you?" I said. I had to make a choice. I picked up my phone and said, "I'm calling the police." "You will not do that," Wilson said. His eyes were angry. But I knew I had no choice. I called the police and said, "My husband, he's involved in the murders. Please, come quickly." Wilson tries to stop me. He tries to grab the phone, but I move away. I gave the police our address and begged them to hurry. "You'll regret this," Wilson said angrily. But I couldn't protect him anymore. I couldn't live in fear. I heard the police sirens. They came and took Wilson away. My tears fell as I watched him go. The man I once loved was gone. I helped the police. I gave them the evidence. I went to court. I saw Wilson in the courtroom. He did not look at me. He was not sorry. He was sent to prison for life. I felt sad. But I knew I did the right thing. I moved away from Elm Street. I started a new life in a new city. I found a job. I made new friends. They helped me through the hard times. But the memories stayed with me. I tried to heal. One day, I went to see Wilson in prison. He was not sorry. His eyes looked cold and empty. I left with tears, but I knew I had done the right thing. Life went on. I learned to trust again. I still had pain, but I was also strong. I was not afraid anymore. I was ready for a new life. Love should not stop us from seeing the truth. Even when it is hard, being brave and doing the right thing can save your life. If you like the story, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.